JDW Blood Rumble 33rd show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello everyone and welcome to the 33rd show of Blood Rumble. And what a night we have for you, said announcer. Number 1. Yeah, we'll find out our new number 1 contenders for the Blood Rumble champions. And these matches are usually exciting, said announcer number 2. That they are. So, why don't we get started? What do you think? Asked announcer number 1. I think it's time for a number 1 contenders match, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a 5-women free-for-all, and is a number 1 contenders match for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challengers, Coral, Desire, Onyxis, Enigma, and Divine, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Both Desire and Divine run then attack Coral. Coral is groaning. Onyxis goes to punch Enigma. Enigma ducks then punches Onyxis. Onyxis groans then walks away. Enigma approaches Onyxis then punches her again. Onyxis groans. Enigma grabs Onyxis's head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. Onyxis groans then turns around in the corner. Enigma chops Onyxis's chest. Onyxis groans then walks along the ropes. Enigma bounces Onyxis off of the ropes. Onyxis reverses it then clotheslines Enigma hard. Enigma groans then rolls outside of the ring. What a clothesline by Onyxis, said announcer number 1. Both Desire and Divine throw Coral through the middle rope. Coral lands onto the floor, then she groans. Stay out of our ring, loser, said Desire. Both Desire and Divine high-five each other then turn around. Onyxis runs then double clotheslines both Desire and Divine. Both Desire and Divine groan. Onyxis just took out both Desire and Divine, said announcer number 2. Both Desire and Divine are slowly standing up. Onyxis continuously punches both Desire and Divine. Both Desire and Divine are staggering. Onyxis punches Desire. Desire falls onto the mat. Onyxis grabs Divine's left arm then whips her into the corner. Divine groans. Onyxis runs at Divine. Divine boots Onyxis. Onyxis groans then walks out of the corner. Desire stands up then dropkicks Onyxis. Onyxis falls onto the mat, then she groans. Nice dropkick by Desire, said announcer number 1. Onyxis stands up next to the ropes. Both Desire and Divine run at Onyxis, then double clothesline her over the top rope. Onyxis lands onto the floor, then she groans. Both Desire and Divine high-five each other again. Desire walks away. Who's the best? Asked Desire, holding out her arms. Divine rolls Desire up. 1, 2. Desire kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. That was a close one, said announcer number 2. Both Desire and Divine stand up. Desire looks at Divine. What was that? Asked Desire. What? It's every woman for themselves. I just thought I would just quickly pin you, said Divine. Just pin me. Pin me. What, am I a loser? Asked Desire. No, you're not a loser. I just thought maybe we'd like to give the other the opportunity, said Divine. Desire holds up her hands. Yeah, you're right. Of course you're right, said Desire. I guess Desire understands what Divine was doing there, said announcer number 1. Desire punches Divine. Divine falls onto the mat. Then again, maybe not, said announcer number 2. Desire lays on top of Divine then continuously punches her. Divine continuously groaning, pushing Desire off of herself, then rolls outside of the ring. Come on, You think I'm a loser? Come on in here, Divine said. Desire. I think their friendship is over, said announcer number 1. Man, you're crazy, said Divine turning around. Coral clotheslines Divine. Divine lands onto the floor, then she groans. Coral picks Divine up, then throws her into the barricade. Divine groans. Enigma slides into the ring, approaches. Desire then rolls her up. 1, 2. Desire kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Both Desire and Enigma stand up. Desire clotheslines Enigma. Enigma groans, then stands up. Desire clotheslines Enigma. Again. Enigma groans, then stands up into the corner. Desire runs at Enigma, then does a corner elbow onto her. Enigma groans, then falls onto the mat. Desire is doing pretty well, said announcer number 2. She always does. That's why she keeps coming back every year, said announcer number 1. Desire waves at Enigma. Enigma slowly stands up. Desire hits Enigma's back, then bends her backwards. Will Desire connect with her finisher? Asked announcer number 2. Desire does a cutter onto Enigma. And quat. Feel the Desire and quat connects. Will it be Desire that will face Venus? Asked announcer number 1. Desire covers Enigma. 1, 2. Onyxis lands onto Desire. 2, said referee number 1. Onyxis continuously hitting Desire's back. Desire continuously groaning. Onyxis picks Desire up, runs, then throws her through the middle rope. Desire lands onto the floor. She groans, then holds her left shoulder. Oh, I think Desire may have hurt her shoulder. She's really holding onto it, said announcer number 2. Coral slides into the ring, then covers Enigma. 1, 2. Onyxis kicks Coral. Coral groans. 2, said referee number 1. Onyxis breaks up the pin again, said announcer number 1. Onyxis is hitting Coral's back. Coral is groaning. Onyxis picks Coral up, then lifts her onto her shoulders. Here it comes. Onyxis's cyclone, said announcer number 2. Coral continuously elbowing Onyxis. Onyxis continuously groaning. Coral lands onto her feet behind Onyxis, sets her up, lifts her, then does a cobra clutch slam onto her. Onyxis groans. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 1. Coral covers Onyxis. 1, 2, said referee number 1. Divine pulls Coral outside of the ring, runs, then throws her into the barricade. Coral groans. Divine just sent Coral right into the barricade, said announcer number 2. Divine picks Coral up, runs, then throws her into the opposite side of the barricade. Coral groans. Divine is walking, then sees Desire sitting on the floor holding her left shoulder. Divine approaches Desire, then holds out her hand. Desire grabs Divine's right hand. Divine pulls Desire to her feet. Let's do this together, said Divine. Desire starts walking. Divine grabs Desire from behind, runs, then throws her into the ring post. Desire falls onto the floor, then she groans. Divine just sucked Desire into her plan, said announcer number 2. Divine continuously kicking Desire. Desire continuously groaning. Divine grabs Desire by her head. You listen to me. I am better than you. You are nothing but a loser to me. That's why you never became a champion, said Divine, picking Desire up, runs, then throws her into the barricade. Desire groans, then falls over the barricade. Well, Divine just told what she thinks of Desire, said announcer number 1. Coral stands up, then runs at Divine. Divine turns around, then lifts Coral over the barricade. Coral lands onto Desire. Divine sent Coral onto Desire. Divine. Smiling. Both Enigma and Onyxis stand up inside of the ring. Enigma goes to punch Onyxis. Onyxis ducks. Enigma turns around. Onyxis lifts Enigma onto her shoulders, then does a cyclone onto her. Enigma groans. The cyclone connects. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 2. Onyxis crawls towards Enigma. Divine grabs Enigma, then pulls her outside of the ring. Smart move by Divine, said announcer number 1. Onyxis looks up at Divine. Not that smart though, said announcer number 2. Onyxis rolls outside of the ring, then chases Divine. Divine runs around the ring, slides into it, then stands up. Onyxis slides into the ring. Divine continuously kicking Onyxis. Onyxis continuously groaning, then goes limp. Divine smiling, then holding out her arms. Who's the best? Asked Divine. The crowd is booing. Divine continues smiling, approaches Onyxis, grabs her left leg, then locks in an ankle lock onto her. Onyxis is screaming. The ankle lock is locked in, said announcer number 2. Will Onyxis tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Divine tightens the submission. Onyxis continues screaming, then tries reaching for the bottom rope. Coral climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Divine breaks the submission, runs, then hits Coral. Coral falls off the ledge of the ring, goes into the barricade. Then she groans. I think Coral could have hit her head off the barricade, said announcer number 2. Divine turns around, approaches Onyxis, then locks in the ankle lock onto her again. Onyxis starts screaming, then tries reaching for the bottom rope again. Either tap out or break the submission. Onyxis, said announcer number 1. Coral slowly climbs back onto the ledge of the ring. Onyxis rolls forward onto the mat. Divine goes forward. Both Coral and Divine collide heads. Coral falls off of the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Divine is staggering, holds onto the top rope, then turns around. Onyxis stands up, lifts Divine onto her shoulders, then does a cyclone onto her. The cyclone connects, said announcer number 2. Onyxis covers Divine. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Onyxis, said announcer number 3. Onyxis will face Venus for the Ladies' Championship, said announcer number 1. Man, this match went back and forth. I mean, any of these women could have won. But shockingly of all, Desire and Divine might be breaking up, said announcer number 2. I guess no more beauty tips for all the ladies out there that want to be beautiful. Well folks, up next is our number 1 contenders match for the US Continental Championship, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is an 8-man battle royale, and is a number 1 contenders match for the US Continental Championship. Introducing the challengers: Pitbull, Domino, Perfection, The Unforgiving, The Messenger, The King, The Cataclysm, and Morphose, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. The group starts attacking The Unforgiving. The Unforgiving is groaning, then pushes all 7 men away. The Cataclysm punches The Unforgiving. The Unforgiving pushes the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm falls onto the mat. The King swings his scepter. The Unforgiving grabs the scepter, then clotheslines the King. The King lands onto the mat, then he groans. Unforgiving is a one-man wrecking crew, said announcer number 2. Perfection punches The Unforgiving. The Unforgiving groans, then stares at Perfection. Perfection runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The unforgiving boots perfection. Perfection lands onto the mat, then he groans. Pitbull appears on the second rope, jumps off of it, then dropkicks the unforgiving. The unforgiving staggers into the ropes. Pitbull stands up, then tires clothes lining the unforgiving over the top rope. The unforgiving is swaying on the top rope. Pitbull goes to clothesline the unforgiving again. The unforgiving grabs Pitbull's, then headbutts him. Pitbull falls onto the mat, then he groans. Domino starts punching the unforgiving. The unforgiving looks at Domino. Domino goes to walk away. The unforgiving grabs Domino from, runs, then throws him over the top rope. Domino lands onto the floor, rolls onto it. Then he groans. Domino has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. The unforgiving turns around. The Cataclysm lifts the unforgiving. Cataclysm has unforgiving on his shoulder, said announce number 2. The Cataclysm does a power slam onto the unforgiving. The unforgiving groans. What power slam by Cataclysm, said announcer number 1. The Cataclysm stands up, then bends down to grab the unforgiving. The lights are flickering. Turn off, then back on. The masked men appear attacking the Cataclysm. These men again, said announcer number 2. The Cataclysm punches masked number 2. Masked number 3 is hitting the Cataclysm's back. The Cataclysm is groaning. Get him up. Both masked number 2 and masked number 3 pick the Cataclysm up. Masked number 1 kicks the Cataclysm in his testicles. The Cataclysm groans. Get him out, said masked number 1. Masked number 2 and masked number 3 pick the Cataclysm up, then throw him over the top rope. The Cataclysm lands onto the floor. Cataclysm has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. Pitbull hits masked number 1 from behind. Masked number 2 and masked number 3 turn around. Pitbull continuously punches both masked number 2 and masked number 3. Remember, Pitbull came out and helped Cataclysm and Wicked at the last pay-per-view, said announcer number 2. Pitbull grabs masked number 2, runs, then throws him over the top rope. Masked number 2 lands onto the floor. Masked number 3 hits Pitbull's back. Pitbull groans. Masked number 3 bounces Pitbull off of the ropes. Pitbull twists Maker's man. Number 3's left arm, lifts him up onto his shoulder, then throws him onto Maker's number 2. Pitbull just took out 2 of the masked men, said announcer number 1. Pitbull turns around. Masked number 1 kicks Pitbull in his testicles. Pitbull groans, then falls onto his knees. Masked number 1 picks Pitbull up, then throws him over the top rope. Pitbull lands onto the floor. There goes Pitbull, said announce number 2. The lights turn off, then back on. The masked men are gone. The messenger is punching Morphos. Morphos is groaning. The messenger bounces Morphos off of the ropes. Morphos twists the messenger's right arm, kicks his stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring. Jumps up, then goes for a Fameasser onto him. The messenger moves out of the way, then leans against the ropes. Morphos staggers forward, turns around, then runs at the messenger. The messenger lifts Morphos over the top rope. Morphos lands onto the floor. Morphos has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. The unforgiving is slowly standing up. All 3 men are attacking the unforgiving. The unforgiving is groaning, then pushes all 3 men away. The messenger runs at the unforgiving, then does a corner clothesline onto him. The unforgiving groans, pushes the messenger away, then walks out of the corner. Perfection runs at the unforgiving. The unforgiving grabs Perfection by his throat. Perfection is gasping. The unforgiving lifts perfection. The scepter hits the unforgiving's right leg. The unforgiving drops perfection, then he groans. Perfection continues. Gasping, looks at the unforgiving, then kicks him in his testicles. The unforgiving groans, then bends over. The king swings his scepter. The scepter hits the unforgiving's head. The unforgiving groans, then falls backwards into the ropes. All three men grab the unforgiving, then lift him over the top rope. The unforgiving lands onto the floor. Unforgiving's gone, said announcer number 2. The king high-fives perfection, then goes to high-five the messenger. The messenger kicks the king's stomach, grabs his head, then throws him over the top rope. The king lands onto the floor. The king has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. The king looks up at the messenger. The messenger bows, then smiles. Perfection locks in a cobra clutch onto the messenger. The messenger is waving his right arm. Messenger should have taken his eyes off the ball, said announcer number 2. The messenger continues, waving his right arm. The king climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Perfection, bring him over here, said the king. Perfection runs towards the king. The king swings his scepter. The messenger ducks. The scepter hits Perfection's head. Perfection groans, then breaks the cobra clutch. King accidentally hit Perfection, said announcer number 2. The king looks at the messenger. The messenger punches the king. The king bounces off of the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Perfection is holding his head, then slowly stands up. The messenger sets Perfection up for a full Nelson, lifts him up, then does a full Nelson slam onto him. Perfection groans, then goes limp. I think Perfection is out of it, said announcer number 1. The messenger stands up, picks Perfection up, runs, then throws him over the top rope. Perfection lands onto the king. Bell dings. Here's your winner, the messenger, said announcer number 3. Messenger will now face the US Continental Champion, Onyx, said announcer number 2. Good luck with that, messenger, because it ain't gonna be a walk in the park, said announcer number 1. I agree with you on that, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we've made it to our main event, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a number 1 contenders match for the Galaxy Championship. Introducing the challengers first, the Marauder and his opponent, Twister, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Hey, you listen to me. This is my time. I'm gonna be facing the champion, not you. So, do us both the favor and just get yourself counted out. Twister punches the Marauder. The Marauder falls onto the mat. He groans, then rolls outside of the ring. This is bullshit. You don't ever punch me. Do you hear me? No one ever punches me, said the Marauder. Then do something about it, said Twister. The Marauder looks at Twister, slides into the ring, stands up, then runs at him. Twister sidesteps the Marauder, then throws him over the top rope. The Marauder lands onto the floor, then he groans. Marauder just went sailing over the top rope, said announcer number 2. The Marauder stands up outside of the ring. Twister is standing next to the ropes, slingshots himself over them, then lands onto the Marauder. The Marauder groans. Nice dive by Twister, said announcer number 1. Twister picks the Marauder up. Come on, Twister. Bring it into the ring, said referee number 2. Twister looks up at referee number 2. The Marauder rams Twister into the ring. Twister groans. Twister's spine just went into the ring, said announcer number 2. The Marauder punches Twister. Twister groans. The marauder throws Twister into the ring. Twister stops rolling. The marauder climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then goes up the turnbuckle. Marauder might be going for his frog splash, said announcer number 1. The marauder gets to the top turnbuckle, looks down at Twister, jumps off of it, then goes for a frog splash onto him. Twister moves. The marauder lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Oh, face first onto the mat, said announcer number 2. The marauder slowly stands up. Twister punches the marauder. The marauder groans. Twister punches the marauder a few times. The marauder is staggering. Twister spins around, then punches the marauder. The marauder falls onto the mat, then he groans. Twister covers the marauder. 1, 2. The marauder kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Twister stands up, picks the marauder up, then whips him into the corner. The marauder groans. Twister runs at the marauder. The marauder does a back elbow onto Twister. Twister groans, then walks away. The marauder runs, bounces off of the ropes, then clotheslines Twister. Twister groans. The marauder covers Twister. 1, 2. Twister kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Count faster, ref, said the marauder. It was a 2 count, marauder, said referee number 2. Marauder needs to be careful. He could be disqualified, said announcer number 1. The marauder picks Twister up, kicks his stomach, then sets him up for a suplex. Suplex time, said announcer number 2. The marauder lifts Twister. Twister lands onto his feet behind the marauder, wraps his arms around his head, then does a neck breaker onto him. The marauder groans, then holds his head. What a reversal by Twister, said announcer number 1. Both the marauder and Twister slowly stand up, then start punching each other. Like you always say, only one could win this fist fight, said announcer number 2. And how true it is, said announcer number 1. Both the marauder and Twister standing up, then continue punching each other. The marauder knees Twister's stomach. Twister groans. The marauder runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Twister dropkicks the marauder. What a dropkick by Twister, said announcer number 2. Twister slowly standing up. The marauder stands up in the corner. Twister runs at the marauder. The marauder does a back elbow onto Twister. Twister groans, then staggers backwards. The marauder jumps onto the second rope, leaps off of it, then does a shoulder block onto Twister. Twister falls onto the mat, then he groans. What a shoulder block by marauder, said announcer number 1. Both the marauder and Twister stand up. The marauder continuously clotheslines Twister. Twister continuously groaning, then standing up. The marauder kicks Twister's stomach, sets him up. Does a suplex, rolls through, does a second suplex, rolls through, then goes for a third suplex. Twister blocks the third suplex, then suplexes the marauder. The marauder groans. I think marauder was trying to do 3 suplexes, but Twister blocked the last one, said announcer number 2. Both the marauder and Twister slowly stand up, then start punching each other again. Only one man could win this fist fight, said announcer number 1. Twister punches the marauder. The marauder staggers, then goes to punch Twister. Twister ducks, sets the marauder for a full Nelson, lifts him up, then does a sit-out full Nelson onto him. The marauder groans, then lays onto the mat. Twister covers the marauder. Is this it? Asked announcer number 2. 1, 2. The marauder kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Marauder kicked out of Twister's sit-out full Nelson, said announcer number 1. Twister stands up, goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Twister's heading up top, said announcer number 2. Twister gets to the top turnbuckle, looks down at the marauder, jumps off of it, then goes for a frog splash onto him. The marauder moves out of the way. Twister lands face first onto the mat. Then he groans. Twister went for a frog splash, but marauder moved, said announcer number 1. The marauder stands up. Twister turns around. The marauder kicks Twister's stomach, sets him up, does a suplex, rolls through, does a second suplex, rolls through, then does a third suplex onto him. Twister groans. 3 suplexes in a row, said announcer number 2. The marauder goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, gets to the top of it, jumps off, then does a frog splash onto Twister. The frog splash connects, said announcer number 1. The marauder covers Twister. 1, 2. Twister barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Twister kicked out of the frog splash, said announcer number 2. What will it take to put these 2 men away? Asked announcer number 1. The marauder stands up, then waves at Twister. Twister slowly standing up. The marauder sets Twister up for a full Nelson. I think marauder's trying to do Twister sight out full Nelson, said announcer number 2. Twister struggles, then rolls the marauder forward onto the mat. The marauder stands up, then turns around. Twister dropkicks the marauder. The marauder goes through the middle ropes, then lands onto the floor. There goes the marauder to the outside, said announcer number 2. Twister stands up, walks towards the corner, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Twister's heading up to the top, said announcer number 1. Twister gets to the top turnbuckle. The marauder stands up outside of the ring, then looks up at Twister. Twister jumps off the top turnbuckle, then lands onto the marauder. Both the marauder and Twister land onto the floor, then groan. Twister just took out marauder, said announcer number 2. 1, 2, 3, said referee number 2. They need to get back into the ring, said announcer number 1. Twister picks the marauder up. The marauder moves Twister's arms, then goes to punch him. Twister ducks, then sets the marauder up for a full Nelson. The marauder struggles, then runs backwards. Twister goes into the barricade, then he groans. The marauder rolls Twister forward onto the floor. Twister stands up. The marauder goes to punch Twister again. Twister ducks again, sets the marauder up for a full Nelson, lifts him up, then does sit out full Nelson onto the floor. Both the marauder and Twister are groaning. Oh, that had to hurt. Both men, said announcer number 2. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Ladies and gentlemen, both competitors have been counted out, said announcer number 3. Both marauder and Twister got counted out, said announcer number 1. Oh, that sucks, because this was a good match between them, said announcer number 2. I agree with that. Now who knows who would have won, said announcer number 1. I was putting my money on Twister, said announcer number 2 smiling. Well folks, we want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye bye, said announcer number 2 waving. The crowd is cheering. The end.